week we will be reading Click Clack Moo, Cows That Type. And our skill of the week that goes along with it will be conclusions. In Click Clack Moo, Cows That Type, the author does not tell you everything she wants you to know. You must use story clues from the words and pictures to figure out what the author does not say. This is called drawing conclusions. A chart like the one below, right here, can be used to list story clues that help you draw conclusions. And we'll look at that later on this week. So Click Clack Moo, Cows That Type. The genre is humorous fiction. Humorous fiction is a story that is written to make the reader laugh. As you read, look for characters who do or say funny things and events that would not happen in real life, because we know fiction means not real. And let's meet the author, Doreen Cronin. Doreen Cronin's father used to tell her funny stories. Years later, she wrote Click Clack Moo. Her own story made her laugh, just like her father's had long ago. And meet the illustrator, Betsy Lewin. Betsy Lewin's pictures are in many books. She lives in New York with her husband and 2 cats. She says her cats don't type. And, fun fact, a few years ago, the illustrator, Betsy Lewin, actually came to Delta Center to speak. How cool is that? Click, clack, moo, cows that type. Essential question. How can people and animals help each other? Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. Check out that shadow. Who is that? No milk today? Cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. No eggs? Cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Closed. No milk, no eggs. Cows that type, hens on strike? Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack.